Hello everyone, welcome to this new course, Algorithms for Data Science, which is a core course for the online master's course here. Let me, the goal of today's lecture would be to just give an overall idea of what this course is about, and at a very high level understand, what we are going to, what kind of topics you can expect to, learn in this course. So this is Algorithms for Data Science. Okay. So I'm assuming that most of you would have done a machine learning techniques course or an equivalent course where you would have learned, basic algorithms for data science, which include algorithms like, for example, the classification algorithms, the unsupervised learning algorithms such as, representation learning algorithms, clustering algorithms, or estimation algorithms and whatnot. So these are all algorithms for data science. So you have a bunch of data and then you want to make sense of it. You can pose it as a classification problem, forecasting problem, or a pattern recognition, or a clustering problem, representation problem, and whatnot. And the prerequisite, so to say, for this course would be that you've already gone through some basic machine learning course where you have learned algorithms such as, just to list down a bunch of algorithms, I'm going to assume that you would already know what the principal component analysis algorithm is, which is a representation learning algorithm. You might have some idea about SVD, the singular value decomposition, which is a key step in doing principal component analysis. You might know basic classification algorithms. These include, let's say, the nearest neighbor algorithm, the decision tree algorithm, the things like naive Bayes, things like support vector machine, logistic regression, neural networks, and its deep variants. I'm not going to assume too much about deep learning, though it would be useful to know some basics about deep learning as well. In general, artificial neural networks, multi-layer neural networks, and how they are trained, and these are certain things that we are going to assume that we already know, right? So these are basically the core foundational algorithms for data science, and what we are going to do is in this course is to build on these. In what sense? So we are going to at a high level, the idea is to look at algorithms for data science in the context of scale, right? So by which I mean, when you have millions and billions of either data points or features, how can you handle these in a more perhaps efficient way? Are there other techniques to do this? Is one thing that we will look at. So that is one part of this course where we will look at algorithms for data science dealing with scale as an aspect. There is another thing which we will try to concentrate in this course, which is graphs, right? So graphs are data structures to store information and relationship among data points, and graphs occur naturally in several machine learning based algorithms. So a standard machine learning techniques course, at least the one that we did it in the online BS level, we didn't cover a lot of graph based algorithms. So one of the goals of this course in the context of algorithms for data science is also to look at graph based algorithms. These are not necessarily graph neural networks based algorithms only. Anywhere where graphs show up in machine learning, these could be even in clustering based algorithms. We'll later look at one specific type of clustering algorithm in this course, which are also graph based. So that is one other thing that I plan to cover in this course. So at a high level, these can be thought of as topics which are either using some kind of structure in the data and exploit that structure more efficiently, or build some structure from data and exploit that efficiently like graphs, or it is going to kind of deal with scale, to make certain algorithms faster, more efficient, and so on and so forth. So this is a very, very high level view of what this algorithm is, what this course is all about. So we'll get into the details of the specific topics as we go along and look at each topic, in the coming weeks. One of the things I want to mention is that, the foundation of a basic course, algorithms for data science course, are, things like probability, linear algebra and optimization. So which any basic data science course or machine learning course would have made use of. So this will be probability, linear algebra and optimization. So in a foundational course, the way linear algebra, for example, would play a role is via thinking of data points as vectors and then trying to exploit some linear structure in these vectors. For example, PCA tries to find the best linear subspace that where if you project the data, most of the information is retained, right? So that's basically a linear algebra problem posed in the context of data science, right? So finally the answer has to come from linear algebra. In fact, it does, right? So it's very tightly tied to linear algebra, where the answer depends on the the direction of the largest eigenvalue and so on and so forth of the covariance matrix and so on and so forth. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, so we've already seen algorithms in a basic course where linear algebra played an important role. We've already seen algorithms in a basic course where probability played an important role. For example, when we might have looked at generative modeling of data, so we would always build like a generative story as to how the data is generated using a probabilistic model, and then given the data, now it becomes a matter of estimating the parameters given the data. And we have techniques like maximum likelihood, Bayesian optimization and so on and so forth to get these answers. So that is where probability we would have encountered probability in a basic data science course. Again, optimization, for example, you want to minimize a loss function with respect to some constraints, perhaps like in the support vector machine case. And now you want an iterative algorithm that gets you the optimal solution, and that's where optimization helped us, right? So where you might think of these as algorithms such as gradient descent, projected gradient descent, and their other cousins, right? So there are multiple ways you can do optimization. The basic way is gradient descent for unconstrained optimization, and some version of projected gradient descent for the constraint case, especially if you have convex problems and so on. So these are things that I'm going to assume that we are already slightly familiar, about these usage of probabilities, linear algebra for a basic data science course. What we are going to do in this course is, we are going to again rely on probability and linear algebra, because they are, at the end, they are the foundational pillars for any machine learning or data science course, because data has to be thought of as vectors and probability is the only way we know to deal with uncertainty. So we are still going to use probability and linear algebra, but in a slightly different context in this course, right? So we are going to use probability as a tool, or rather randomization as a tool to beat scale, right? So we are going to use randomization as a tool to deal with scale. So this statement will become clearer as we start looking at algorithms and so on and so forth. In some sense, we are going to use the power of probability to somehow help us develop a randomized algorithm, and this randomized algorithm is going to make some probabilistic choices, and these choices will somehow help us deal with typically the problem of scale. When I say scale, these could be problem with the number of features that you have. Maybe you have a million features, or maybe you have a million data points, right? So somehow can we use probability and randomization as a tool to avoid doing a lot of computation, especially when you have too many data points or features, can we somehow sidestep that difficulty by using probability as a tool, right? So, and it's not very clear how you can do this always, but we are going to see a lot of examples where such a thing is possible, right? So, in fact, what we will do in this lecture is to start, kind of reviewing our understanding of probability a little bit, and then we will, what I intend to do is present to you one amazing application of probability that can help us deal with the problem of scale in machine learning. So, so that's the overall goal of this lecture. So, what I'm going to do in the next 15-20 minutes is kind of review some important ideas from probability. Some of you might know this already, for some of you this might be new. Nevertheless, I'll try to state some probabilistic laws or inequalities as we will see them in a formal way. And once we see that, I'll also give you some tools that keep on recurring when we are trying to understand algorithms from a probabilistic point of view, or kind of analyze algorithms from a probabilistic point of view. Simple tools, but then they have profound impacts. We'll look at a few of them, and then finally I'll kind of state one result which is a very key result, which is where our journey into this algorithms for data science course will begin, and how that simple result, in hindsight it will look simple, but it's a very profound result, and how that result can magically help us beat the problem of scale, right? So that's where we will start, right? So okay, so in that context, let us begin our course, our journey on algorithms for data science, by reviewing some aspects of probability.